My mom was rejected by her mom. And she told us like her mom was rejected by her mom too. And the way that we grow, I never know that she's going to do the same to one of us. And I'm the one that she do.
Hello. Welcome to Situaseans podcast. I'm your host, Sean Michael Williams, aka seanydoo. You can call me Sean, seanydoo. Does not matter to me. I'm just glad that y'all are here. Have a special guest here, Flynn Miroll. So thank you so much for coming on to the show. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you too, Shane. Yeah, it's a pleasure for me to be here today.
Yeah.
Night.
Exactly. Day, night, right? At the time we're recording, it's like nighttime. But, you know, to those of you that are tuning in at whatever time of day, thanks for tuning in. This is Situaseans podcast. We talk about dating, relationships, and life experiences. And today we're going to be talking a lot about, life experiences and talking about what it means to cleanse generational karma, embrace spiritual wisdom in a modern world and align with personal growth and true success. And something that, Miroll has wrote in her book. And so, we're going to be talking about that as well. Her book, Awakening Your Power. So we're going to get all into that. So kind of starting off at the top. So you are an author, an entrepreneur, and you also do hair, like you're a stylist as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I do almost everything. I'm a cooker too, I do everything. I'm a chef.
Yeah, a chef too? Wow. I got to know, what's your favorite thing to make?
Oh my gosh. We have a lot of dishes in Cameroon.
Uh-huh.
A lot. I don't know which one is my favorite. We cook dole. You ever hear about dole?
No.
Never, right? It's something different. And also we have a chicken dish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fried chicken with fried plantain. And after we mix them together. Something that you can like.
Absolutely. So cool. Those of you that are listening in, we're in LA and everything. So how long have you been in LA?
3 years from now.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
3 years already.
Yeah, that's amazing. And so kind of just to get started, tell me, what are some of your favorite things about LA?
Sincerely, I came in LA just to start a new life as an entrepreneur. Yeah, so because before I decided to come and live here, I used to do the back and forth. When I came in America, I decided to visit many states. And at the end, I was like, okay, I just have to choose somewhere that I got to go. And being in LA before, I used to spend 2 months here. Most of the places I was spending the weekend, a month. Yeah, at New York, I spent 4 years, but at the end, I decided to come here.
All right, that's amazing. And you said you're from Cameroon. For those that may be listening, that may be well, where is that located? Can you educate our listeners where that is located?
I'm from Cameroon. It's in Central Africa. Yeah, we are near. We share the burden with Nigeria because everybody knows Nigeria. We share also with Congo, Guinea, Chad. Yeah, but we are in Central. They call us Small Africa.
I like
so
that.
Everything
Small
that
Africa.
Everything that you can find in Africa, you can find it in Cameroon.
Yeah.
And we speak 2 languages. The first language is French, and the second language is English. So I speak French as a first language.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. And, and so even kind of going deeper. So we were talking about your shop, your hair salon over in Hollywood, Afro Neat. So you all that are in LA, definitely hit up Miroll. She'll hook you up and make sure you look good. She actually did my hair. So if y'all like my hair, you like her hair.
Yeah. So welcome to Afro Neat. Yeah. I have a business card here.
Yes.
We even know him.
Yes, we love a plug. All right, there we go. Afro Neat. So for those of you you can see that we'll definitely put the link down in the description as well for you all to go and check out Afro Neat. And we have her book here as well. It's in French and in English.
Yeah.
All right, I love
but
that.
It's better to show because the English is also like that.
Yeah, no worries. I love this. Yeah, we'll put it right there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that. Yeah.
Perfect. I
Awaken
love
Your
this.
Power.
Yeah. And when did you write this book?
I write this book during the pandemic, between 2020, the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021. Yeah, that's exactly when I write the book, but I just published it like last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That's so amazing.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure like, when you publish your book, like your friends, your family, they were all excited for you. I'm sure your clients at your salon were excited for you.
Yeah, but people who knows me, I write the book because people ask me to do it.
Yeah.
So people who knows me was like, okay, there you are, because they asked me to do that since. So for them, they was not surprised.
Yes. And you actually have a degree in finance too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Tell me about that.
Oh yeah, I went to school in finance because I was dreaming to be a businesswoman, and I just decided to do something related to business, because usually I don't have a problem with orientation, and I was like, okay, I just have to orientate myself to anything, and I really like finance. Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. Okay. Do you give like any financial tips even in your book as well? Like kind of like stay like on your financial wellness?
Oh, since when I came in, because I studied in Cameroon, and when you move to another country, like from Africa to America, it's not easy. When you move, you feel like as an immigrant, life is totally different. Yes. You don't have, it's like you don't have the same value. When I came here, I was feel like, because first I was not speak English.
Yeah.
So when it's hard for you to say something
here.
in English, people are going to look at you like, I remember somebody used to say that I'm dumb.
Oh no, yeah.
Because I was not able to understand what she was saying,
Yeah.
And that's the reality that we face when we came here. And that's exactly what made me start doing the hair. Yeah, because I was already doing that since when I was 8 years old.
Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah.
And so, even just like in your book, I kind of got like some of like the summary and analysis of it as well, and kind of just learning more about it as you were telling me offline. Yeah. So you mentioned that you were called by the Spirit to serve humanity through your gift of clairvoyance. Yeah. Can you kind of just share like, what that calling felt like, and how did you first recognize that's your true purpose?
Good question. People think that being a gifted person is like, yes, you can say that is a luck, but trust me, it's very, very hard. Yeah. It's very, very depressed. It's very, very, I cannot imagine, like, you face the rejection. People reject you. People think that you're crazy. The misunderstood. People doesn't understand what you're saying because you have a different language than anyone. And when I start having a vision, everybody was saying that I'm crazy. Wow. When I start, but I was born like that. And the thing is, I didn't know that I was like that. I did not even know what it was meaning. Trust me, I learned a lot from social media, not even from family or wherever. Because when I was born, after I found out that my parents knows, because I was born like different. I was very sick when I was a baby, and they was trying to find, they was trying to help me. And I think that's at the moment that someone said to my parent that I was a bad child.
Oh no!
Like yes, I was a demon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I found out when I was writing my book because I was having all the revelation, and I was asking to my parent. So they start doing the stuff, to send, like in Africa we does that, to send you back where you came from. So you're like demon. They have a few ritual that, but thanks God. I had my grandma. She was the same like me. She passed away at more than 100 years.
Wow, she lived a long life.
Exactly. And she was like, no, That baby has they call it 4 eyes. So they say that you have 2 eyes in this visible world and 2 other eyes in the invisible world. So you gotta leave her. So I grow like everybody, but now I can mention few things that I was still rejected, but I was a happy kid. So and I was having vision about people. I was talking to the people, the stuff. Sometimes I'm going to say something to you, but after I want, oh my goodness, I don't know where this came from. I cannot explain. If you ask me a question, I don't know what I just saying. I don't even know what made me say that. I was not able. So I was, oh, sorry. I didn't know. It's okay. So for sure, I was crazy.
But you were having visions and kind of prophesizing.
So when I came here in America, I started breathing. Like I said, I was going all over to the place because I feel like my third eye started to be open in 2014. Because all the time I was with my mom at home and I can, oh mama, a man behind you. I was seeing things, a spirit stuff, but I didn't know what it was. Yeah. So she was like, oh, she's crazy, whatever. And sometimes I can wake up, the spirit can say, don't sleep in Houston today. I'm just going to leave. I'm going to come. And I wasn't calling that spirit. I was calling like intuition, but it was so powerful. I cannot explain. I cannot have excuse. I have to do exactly. And I think that thing keep saving my life for the thing that I found out after. So when I was in New York, I mentioned that I opened my first shop in New York, and 3 days after, it was a shutdown. Yeah, the COVID. So, because normally I'm not supposed to breathe. I'm not supposed to do anything, only my life mission, But when I see life, I cannot just wake up and walk on that direction. We have reality. You got to pay your rent. You have to eat. You have to do this. And at the same time, people say that you're crazy. It's hard to deal with that. I don't have no support, nothing with my son. So in New York, strangely, I was very, very skinny. When I was 30 years old, I went to take my week. I was 60 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was on 8 for years and years. And they come to my dream and say, they did that. I'm going to do exactly what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to gain weight. So I was doing stuff that I was seeing in my dream. And all the time I know that I did not do exactly because I was keep losing. I was going back. I was not growing. And my body was keep going back. One day, a lady called me in New York. She said, you don't have a family. I say, why? So you are not seeing what happened to you? I'm like, what? She said, everybody in New York talking about you. I said, nobody knows me in New York. She said, sure. You have a spirit behind you who follow you everywhere. And anyway, that's how my mind started to be open on that side. And until one day, I decided to follow that path. Yeah. And I went back to Houston and I started writing down everything that I was seeing and everything that I was understanding. You understand? Because at the same time, I saw a lot of people who passed away because when I was telling them what to do or not to do, they was not listening to me. And sometimes I was like, okay, if you don't listen to me, this day, you're going to pass away. 3 months, you're going to pass away. So that thing was kept, and after I fell in depression, and I decided to save the maximum people that I can.
Yeah. Wow, that is inspiring. Wow. Yeah. And you're helping so many people like with advice just even in this book. And, I kind of want to know, so your story includes some deep loss and personal struggle, especially after a tragedy, occurred in Isika, Cameroon. Can you kind of, how did that period of darkness contribute to the wisdom and healing messages that you share in your book? And can you kind of tell us what that tragedy was, what happened?
Yeah, at Isika, this month, October 2021, in Cameroon, in 2016, a train crash. A lot of people passed away. And I remember that day, I wake up. I was living with my mom, my son, and one of my friend. My friend was living with us as a roommate. And that day, when I wake up and he say, accident happened in Cameroon. I say, what happened? He said, a train crash. A lot of people passed away. So everybody was scary. Everybody want to have a news from the family. And that day, I just look at him and I say, my baby's dad passed. He was like, how can you say that? Like, I say, yeah. I didn't know that it's going to happen like that or whatever. I just say that.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that he was traveling that day, and I was shaking because when he told me that the train crashed, the voice said, that's the accident that we was showing you. Because I know that he's going to pass. I know that he's going to pass by accident. And I know that it was time for him to go.
Wow.
And I start the depression even before he passed. Because I was like, God, what can I do? At the time, I didn't have, all the power to save his life. I was like, I don't know what to do, only to tell him, And yes, at the beginning that I start talk to him about that, he never understand. I met my baby's dad when I was 22. I was 22 years old, sorry. I was at university and he was like 35. A big manager. He was kind of successful man, Mm-hmm. And when I look at him like that, he was like, oh, you're so beautiful. And now my soul was, I was feeling like, oh my God, I have a message for him. I didn't know how to talk to him because I just met somebody. He want to be with me. But I started having spiritual message. Like he's going to pass. Tell him to do this. Tell him to do this. I'm like, he's going to run away.
Right. Like, why would I tell somebody you're going to die on this day at this time? Right. Who would stay around? That's like Final Destination,
Exactly. So, and at the same time, he was good for me, and all the time he was, because we travel, we meet in the car and everything in the bus. And I have that kind of message. I'm like, nope. And when I accept to be with him sincerely, I was thinking that I'm going to start dating him. I'm going to let him see who I am. And when he's going to trust me, then I can help you. I can help him. That's exactly what I put in my mind. And I say, okay. Visible, I was like, I was student, like you need money sometimes, you need to eat. And he have that, But I told him like, you have money, I don't. You feel like you're going to bring me the support, because he was like, I'm going to support you. And I say, but the support that I'm going to bring in your life is more, the impact is more high. I'm going to save your life. And he was laughing like, anyway, day by day, 3 weeks after, I decided to tell him, like, you have a generational curses. You have to break that. And if you don't break it, you're not going to live a long life. But if you break it, you're going to be very, very successful, man. You're going to be rich. And he said what it is. I was like, I don't know. But if you accept, maybe God can reveal it more to me, and I'm going to let you know. But also, I can tell you, like, yeah, you come from somewhere. You got to go back there and ask them what it is. When you receive the message, I can tell you how to find out the thing. It's not necessary by me. And the voice asked me to tell him that I'm not the first person. And they say, remind him that a lady used to say the same thing, a young girl like you. And I say, okay, a young girl like me used to tell you the same thing. And he said, oh, yeah, I remember she was my assistant.
Assistant, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he said, but I don't trust that type of thing. This is not my part and everything. I said, no, it's not about trust or belief. He said he don't believe. I said, it's not about belief. It's something that you have to break, and he did not follow that. And all the time I was with him, sometimes we're going to break up. And the only reason that I was breaking up all the time, he was like, God was telling me that he's going to pass away. So I was like, I got to be far away before this man die. I don't want to be close to him. I don't want to be like, if he pass away, I'm going to be like,
hurt and broken. Yeah.
But the funny thing is, the spirit was telling me like, you're going to have a baby with him. And I I remember I say who. So
Right.
you're telling me that somebody gonna pass, And the spirit say, yeah, it's your destiny. You're gonna have a baby with him, and at the moment that you're gonna have a baby, he's gonna die. Trust me. I spent 6 years with this man. I don't remember how many times we break up. And I said, I fight with that. I really fight. And I went to see my mom in my village and everything. And she took me to the older medium and they were saying the same thing. Everybody was saying the same thing. And they was keep saying that, oh, you don't have a choice. It's your destiny. The baby God. I say, woo, from where? I can't. They say, okay. And when the baby gonna come, it's gonna be a boy. And when you're gonna have a boy, knows that his time is already. I cut off with that man many times. But all the time when he was coming back, I just have to see him and say, oh my God, I want to save your life. So at the last minute one day, God asked me like, okay, I heard a voice who say, okay, thank you. You did a lot for him and he don't want to believe his time is already there. And they asked me like, what do you want from him? Trust me, I say I want the baby from him. Because during all those years, he was really, because God showed me his soul, his destiny. And I just say, God, I want you to transfer his destiny to my son. And I just accept. And I feel like it was a conversation between my ancestor and his ancestor. Because I feel like another voice say, hey, are you sure that you want to have a baby with that man? No, they're telling you that he's going to pass away. And I was like, yeah, I want the baby. I had that conversation. I was in my apartment. Trust me, not from inside. It was from outside. I was feeling like it was quick meeting. Oh, no, you cannot. I say, I want it. They say, okay, he's going to pass and you're going to suffer with the baby. But if you pass that level of the suffering, don't worry. Everything going to be fine for you. So that day, the next day he came to my house and I just look at him like this and I see, you're going to pass away by accident and it's very soon. And he said, what do you tell me? Immediately I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know. He said, you wish me? No, I don't wish you. It's something, it just came like that. I was shocked, like, where this one came from? And I heard a voice who say, yeah, when he's going to pass away, then you're going to know that you have a power and you have a vision. That was my big experience. And trust me, that day, he said that's the day that the baby came anyway. So that day, something happened. And my first time, anyway, his first time to remove the thing and the last time. And I got pregnant. And that day I say, this is not my period to be pregnant. But the baby, and it wasn't. And he said like, how? I said, I don't know how to explain, but I'm pregnant. And he said, okay. And it was my first pregnancy. And when I found out that I'm pregnant, I just look at him and I say, I got to go. Yeah. I got to go to America. Because in my mind, I was like, I don't want to see what's going to happen. And God asked me to leave because if I was in Cameroon, I was supposed to be in that accident with my son because we was traveling a lot. That day, God said, the only way to save your life is to leave the country. And things happen and I left the country. When I came here, I went to church, 2 or 3 church. When I was getting to the church after having my baby, the pastor, you come here with your baby. Your baby's dad. He has a strong, they talk to me about the curses generational and they say, if he don't do this, if he don't do that, he's going to pass. I say, yeah, he don't believe all of that. And I just call him and he said, no, I'm a Christian. He was Catholic. I say, okay, go at Rome and see the Pope. If you don't do this, you're going to go. Yeah.
And you went to Rome and?
No, like just to tell him like, you said that you're Catholic, go up and see even this one, you're going to pass. And guess what? After passing away, I realized that his dad passed away by accident too. And probably so it was something that they keep passing away by accident. And he was not the last, but I had his family to cut off. And anyway, many things happened after that. So few weeks before he passed away, I received a message who say, "Are you sure that you end with him? Do you want to say something? Because he's gonna die soon." He was flying a lot, traveling a lot. I didn't know the way that he's gonna die, but I know that he's gonna die by accident. And I just call him. I start talk to him like, and day by day, I know that the time was keep going down. Day by day, that's why the day that they say accident of train accident, got the voice say, is that accident.
Wow. So that must have been hard to process when all of that was happening. Wow.
Yeah, and the thing is, I was feeling like it's my fault. I was feeling years and years. I was feeling like, my depression, it was because I was like, you have somebody, maybe the train is coming and you cannot push him. I was feeling like I'm the one who killed him. Like, I was feeling, I don't know. Until one day I was doing a customer and I talked to the customer and I cried and he said, no, God was not showing you that to save his life, but to tell you who you are. That was your experience to know that you are like this or like that. And I realized that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think sometimes, there are prophets out there that can kind of see things that other people can't see. And I think sometimes people forget that there are unexplainable things that happen out there in the world. And there are, sometimes, things that occur that we can't necessarily, I guess from a human experience, like try to figure out and I get exactly what you're saying. Cause I know, especially in the Christian faith and even in non-denominational and Baptist and Methodist, there are prophets and stuff like that. And people go to these prophets, hey, can you tell me about my, what's going to happen? I'm going through this. Pastor, deacon, can you tell me what's, what is to happen to my life? What is to be bestowed upon me? So.
Yeah, usually people think that exactly they're going to sit down and ask me what's going to happen. My grandma was doing that. A lot of people in my family, because a lot of them are medium, but I always feel like I'm not on that point yet. Mm-hmm. And I always tell them mine is natural and I feel like you can be the front of me, if you don't have a good relationship with your own God, spirits, ancestor, they are not going to communicate with me. So I feel like your ancestor talk to me when they want to save your life, because they're going to show you many ways to say, be careful of this, be careful. But if you are not connected, if you are not like us, you're going to think that, it's nothing. You see, maybe you can say, oh, I have appointment at 12. And at 12, you want to put your clothes and you realize that something happened to your clothes. You cannot put that. You want to take your shoes. You realize that, oh, I cannot find my shoes. You look your phone. It's many way for the spirit to say, don't go there. But sometimes you're going to do everything to find another clothes. Sure. Exactly. You're going to do anything, to make it. And that's exactly what happened in 2016 with the train. That day, because it was the two cities, the way that was connecting those two cities, Douala and Yaoundé, maybe San Diego and Los Angeles, it was only way. That day, tonight, the way cut off like this. Yeah. No car was not cross anymore, so everybody was staying where they were, and it was only one fly in the morning and tonight. But now the train was only one train in the morning, one tonight. So when people realize that they cannot take the way was cut, they cannot take the airplane because they already missed for the morning, they just have to wait the late one. Mm-hmm. The only way was the train. Yeah. So everybody went to the train station. Oh. Everybody. That day the train station was full of the people. And they say that the manager called the government to say that, hey, there's so much people here. And the government say, add the car. And they call the technician, the technician manager, like engineer. He said, no, this one cannot support more than this number. And they say, no, the government asked you to add the car. And he said, I'm removing my responsibility. You got to sign for that. And I think they did. Anyway, not I think. The government said, no, you got to let them travel. And they signed to add 3 more cars.
Wow.
And he said, at this place, that place is like this. Like, he said, over there, the car can disconnect. And that's exactly what happened. But now my baby's dad was not the type of person who has intuition. He's not follow his intuition. He was like, I'm going to be there at 10, he's there at 10. I'm going to be here at 11, he's there at 11. He's going to do everything to be. And I was telling him, like, you cannot walk like that. Yeah. You need to follow your intuition. I know a lot of people who follow the intuition that day.
Wow. Yeah. It's sometimes it is important to like follow those intuition and your gut feeling. I know one time for me, so I love roller coasters, right? Six Flags and all that stuff. One time I ended up, I was like, okay, I'm going to get on this ride because I want to go. Everyone's getting on this ride, right?
Yeah.
Something told me, you know what? Maybe not get on that ride because I just had a bad feeling. And I had to be maybe like 16 or 17. What ended up happening, and this is the American Eagle ride in Chicago, Six Flags Greater America for all you Chicagoans out there. But anyway, long story short, one of the wheels had broken off of the ride. And this has happened before when I was on a ride before. And I was like, I'm never going to ride that ride out ever again. So I stopped. And anyway, I was like, you know what? I want to ride this ride one more time. So I just knew, no, I'm not going to do it.
Exactly.
Long story short, the wheel broke off of the ride and people were trapped. Thank goodness everyone was safe if they made it back to the place of return. But it took like 5 hours. And they were like stuck, kind of like at an incline. So I was like, whoo, thank goodness I followed my intuition.
Yeah.
So I can definitely, agree with what you're saying. Sometimes there is something out there that prevents you from going or doing something.
And sometimes, people think that they're going to have a life, like they're going to have people like us, like a GPS. Make a left, make a right, do like this. People like that sometimes. And sometimes I can have a revelation. I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you like 2 ways. Like if you do this, you're going to have a consequence. If you do that, you're still going to have another consequence. So sometimes you cannot have the right choice. Maybe because he was traveling for work, he was supposed to take a risk to lose his job.
Oh,
you understand?
Wow,
and that's what I keep telling to the people. Everything in this life is a risk. It's not risk-free. But now you have to balance which one you choose. What risk do you want to take? Sometimes we don't even have the right answer, like, okay, if you take this way, your hand going to be hurt. If you take that way, it's going to be your feet. But your feet carry all your body. Which one do you want? Hurt your hand or hurt your feet?
Right, sometimes you don't even have a choice.
You have a choice. And I always say that to the people, like, every choice comes with the risk. I have a friend that day who decided to cancel his
like the ticket to get on that train. Yeah.
He called the company and he said, hey, I cannot travel. And they said, no, we gotta have it. We need because he does like fiscalist, like finance firm too, also. And he was working for the big firm company. And he was going to take customers' document, And when he get there, he said, this happened like this. It's like thousands and thousands of people here. Because at the end, they just opened the car and say, get in. At the end, they was not even paying the ticket.
Wow.
And he said, I'm not, So the car that can carry 70 people was carrying more than 100 people. People was up and everything for 3 hours.
Like the travel,
yeah. So he said, no. They said, no, you're going to lose your job. He said, I prefer. Mm-hmm. And when they hear that the accident happened, they call him. Did you travel?
Yeah.
He said, no. They said, thank you. But he decided to lose his job.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine if he traveled and he do accident, you're never gonna see that document. even he's safe or die, because when they come to save people, you don't know where your bag is. You can lose everything. And sometimes I always say that to the people, life is very rude. I'm not like this because, I'm here because I train myself how to fight with life. It's rude. It's very rude. So you have to make your choice and deal with the good and bad side, up and down. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, always.
And even just like, so you're like, your book also talks about, cleansing, generational karmas and breaking the chains of the past. And I guess for those unfamiliar with those concepts, how can somebody begin to identify and release those inherited burdens on their own life?
Okay, thank you. That's a good one, because that's exactly what made me write this book.
Yeah.
Because when I see people walking on the street, I'm watching the news, no matter where you came from, I realize that you have the same problem. Yeah. People don't know where they came from. A lot of people here think that because they are American or Black American, I say all of us, even me, maybe I know where my mom come from, where my dad, but up to my grandma, maybe I don't know. You understand? And me, yeah, I can see that in my dream, where my 5th generation came from, where my 4th generation. And sometimes I call my parent, do you know that this person up to come from this place? How do you know that? Yes, I'm connected right now, and I help people to be connected like that, to have information, because they're going to come to me. I don't have that information. I still have to connect to the universe to have that revelation for you. And the spiritual book as a Bible, because that's the most popular book. Mm-hmm. They say that when you do something, your generation gonna pay until the 4th generation. And I say, seems like it's okay. You understand? I'm gonna do something. I don't care. You see people, the way that they act. You're like, do you have a children? How do you think that they're gonna be even you're not here? I don't care.
Right, because it's like, oh, that's 4 generations away. Exactly. That's 60, 70 years down the line. I don't have to deal with that.
And they feel like they have to do what they want. So when you hear that, you feel like you're not concerned. Now I'm like, okay, now think that in verse. Mm-hmm. Like you was born from 4th generation up.
Yeah.
Did you ever count that?
I know all the way back to my great grandmother. So I guess, what is that? 3 generations about? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So not even I know four or more.
Yeah. And it's not a number 4. There's a 4th generation, but it's not. So I took my time, because it's an emergency case. Mm-hmm. You cannot be successful if you don't break that.
Yeah.
You cannot have easy life, even the long life, if you don't break that.
Exactly.
It's all of the thing that,
For those of you watching, Harley's on stage. She wants to be part of the scene. But yeah, sorry, continue.
Yeah. Even for the depression, people fall in depression sometimes. Mm-hmm. They don't know that is related to the past generation.
Exactly. Yeah.
People stand up like this. They feel like they just want to do something bad. They feel crazy. They don't know that it doesn't come from them. It's come from generation up to them. Okay, in my book, I count it. I say, let's count. Mm-hmm. You have a 2 parent, right? Your mom and your dad. Each of your parent has 2 parents. Mm-hmm. So you have a 4 grandparent. Each of them has 2. Yeah. So you have a 8 grandparent. Each of them has 2. So you have a 16. That's the 4th. Now, when you're going to add 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2.
Yeah.
I think it's 30 or 32. I don't remember, but it's something like that. Mm-hmm. So the day that you come in this world,
right,
you have actions of 30 or 32 people up to you. And I said that I'm asking to the people, when you see the universe, when you see the human being, for sure, they did something good or bad. Because you understand, that can be good, that can be bad. As a human, people does the thing.
Yeah.
Let's take something simple. That's the reason I call my dad and I say, hey, Dad, you have to apologize to my mom because there was divorce. And he say, all the time it's like that, your mom did it. I'm like, I'm tired to pay for her past. And he say, how? Because I say, he was beating my mom. She was abused.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So all the time, she say, I never going to forgive that man. But she forget that we are the children.
Right.
You understand? All the time, she going to say the bad words. Even to me, you're going to pay for what your dad did to me.
Oh, wow.
You understand? And at the beginning, I was like, oh, yeah, it's not my fault, but trust me.
Yeah.
If God want to make my dad pay for that, that can come on me.
Mm-hmm.
That can go to my son, my generation. Because he did.
Yeah.
You understand? So it looked like nothing. Okay, let's say my mom. Maybe he did that to another woman who say, oh, your daughter's going to pay for that.
Right. Yeah.
Who is that daughter?
Right. It's like, which one? Yeah.
Who is that daughter?
Yeah.
It's me.
Right.
It's my sister.
Exactly.
But it seems like nothing. You're going to be like, oh, my dad is so nice. Yes, he's nice as a dad. Do you know what he does outside? Maybe you find a marriage, you see people like your dad. God going to drive you people like a man like yours. Okay, let's say that your dad was good. Do you know about your grandpa? Right. Do you know about your great-grandpa?
Right.
Do you know about this? You understand? Let's say that, okay, I always take like even the two, like your mom and your dad. They always, sometimes it's good, sometimes they argue, they have a problem, they have a drama between them. It's a relationship. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But the thing is, the nature, when it's good, is recording. Yeah, when it's bad, it's recording. Somebody have to pay for what just happened right now.
Exactly.
And after, they're going to be like, maybe they can argue today. They're going to say the bad and very bad word. Maybe is a witches. Each word will come from your mouth. It's like when you shoot somebody, you cannot take it back. And maybe after they just gonna look eyes to eyes and they forget about that, but they forget to cancel what they just say.
Right.
They forget that they're gonna sit down and say, okay, I was angry and I wish something bad to your children or whatever. I remove that. So no matter what gonna do, if they don't cancel that, the universe is it's working, looking like, okay, this would have to be. So now, when the baby come, he don't know all of that, but that's not the universe problem.
Oh yeah,
and also you can be lucky. That's what I also explain why in the family your brother can be successful and you are very dumb. Because the curses, let's say that your dad was good, your grandpa was bad. Maybe everything that your dad did good went to your brother, but everything that the grandpa did bad comes to you.
Exactly. Skip the generation.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's why in my book, I say to the people how it's really important to support your brother. Don't think that sometimes I don't want to justify people who are lazy, but you don't know what's going on. You can be lucky to be the blessing one, but he was born to pay for all the karma. Yeah. You understand? And they are frustrated when they don't know. I pay a lot. Yeah. Trust me, I pay a lot and I clean that. Yes, you can clean. And the good news is it's not something that you did. So you can just put your eyes up and say, God, if I'm here paying for curses or any karma from night, I never did that.
Yeah.
Forgive me. You can ask, is a way to do that. We can help, Sometimes people pour the water and they ask to be forgiven. But make sure that you also have a right life. You understand? Because
you can't really ask for forgiveness if you're doing evil things.
Exactly. If you're doing evil things. It means that it's like in finance, because I did finance, we call it balance. So when somebody pass, it's going in the balance. When somebody die, now he's gonna sort out his balance. Like the balance is closed. Now they're gonna. It's like everything that he did good, they write down here. Everything that he did bad, and now we're gonna see maybe he did more good than bad. So it's like the benediction immediately gonna go to his generation. But now maybe he did bad immediately. You have sometimes people when they pass away, immediately the children start to have a job. It's like everything get open to them. But you have older people, the parent pass away, it's like nothing is working for them immediately. Yeah. In my family right now, I have one case. My grand aunt, she passed away. She was crazy. 2 months after, her daughter started to be crazy.
Oh no!
Until now, and recently I have a revelation that is a generation curses, and God told me if they don't break it anyway, I'm the part of that. But that curses chose that we have another, and they say if we don't break it, it's gonna go until maybe the 5th generation. And when I call in Cameroon to know if she feel better, and I say okay, they show me that it's gonna go to next generation. They say yeah, her daughter's 18 years old. She started to be crazy too. And I remember that since 1 year, God say, you are the one who can save them. And I was like, how? So now, day by day, I know who I am and what to do. So I just asked God to show me, and I did what I was supposed to do.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if she feel better. She don't even know that I did something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a revelation that it's not only her, it's other people that I don't even know, but because that curses, they show me it's coming up to 5 generations before my grandma.
Yeah.
Because 4 is not only 4 generations. Sometimes it's the pact that the parent did. They went somewhere. I have another thing that I say. Sometimes you have a woman, she cannot have a baby. She's going to look at the baby everywhere. At the moment somebody can say, oh, let's go here. You're going to do this, do that to have a baby. So when the baby going to come, maybe it's a lot of things that the baby going to do. And when the baby going to grow, they're going to say, oh, go at this place and do this, do that. Oh, no, I don't believe. Really? That baby going to block your life. It's not about... Anyway, it's a lot of detail. But it's better to know that the day that you're born, you have something on your head.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think, one thing that I've definitely learned in my own life, and even just in the spiritual realm, is like the universe always has a way of balancing out the scales. like the good things you do, the bad things you do. Yeah. Because karma is real, my last question to you here is, so I know like you wrote in your book too, that, no one is a prophet at home. I like that. I like that expression. No one's a prophet at home. So how has that truth shown up in your journey, even as a Cameroonian woman, entrepreneur and then like a healer?
Okay. When I say no one is a prophet at home, the way that I grew up, I'm still writing the book about my spiritual awakening. Mm-hmm. That one is a whole story of my life. My mom looked at my eyes one day here in Houston, and she said, because my mom terrified my life, yes. And she said, my trouble, my problem, my persecution begin when you was born.
Oh my goodness, your mother said that to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she said, so you have to pay for that.
Oh my goodness.
You understand?
Yeah.
I have a whole story with her. And all the time I was like, Mama, why do you do that to me? Because, trust me, I started to take care of my brothers since when I was 14, 16. And it's been like more than 10 years now or 13 that my mom don't know if she has a kid or no. I decided to take my 100% take care of my brothers. I was maybe 23.
Yeah.
So just to say that I'm the one who supports my family. I've been like little mom. I was born like mom. Yeah. So I was trying to make my mom proud during my whole life I don't know. But she always do the bad thing to me. At the beginning, I was like, no, my mom has her own trauma. I need to heal her or whatever. I was trying to make her proud until I realized that I can't. Yeah. In this thing, I can't. And I feel like my personality of my gift was trying to show, and she was trying to push me down. My mom, for us, she was our mom and dad. And my mom also was, that's what I'm talking about, generational curses, to go back. My mom was rejected by her mom. And she told us like her mom was rejected by her mom too. And the way that we grow, I never know that she's going to do the same to one of us. And I'm the one that she chose.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm the one. Because she was the first for her mom, first girl. You know, she has like 3 brothers older than her. They passed away. All the time when her mom was doing that to her, they was passing away. Wow. Until she stopped. And what the day that my grandma said that she stopped, she did not even stop. One day she wake up like this, she was not able to see. For more than 10 years, she was blind.
Wow, she went blind because of all that.
Exactly. Many things. You know, it's not like you say the universe always have the way to balance. There are many things. So that's exactly the time that my grandma decided to ask my mom to forgive her and everything and to accept us. And more than 10 years after she passed. So we have all of that experience and more than that. Now I realize that when the first time that she said my situation, my suffering started when you was born, I say, Mama, and now you know that I'm a chosen. So probably it was my spirit, you know, my like people like me, they always get born with a situation. Mm-hmm. You know, the parent gonna have a hard situation. Now when you're adult, you have that situation in you. So I was like, no way. She said no. She looked at me eyes to eyes and she said, I'm gonna destroy your life. Wow. That was the last time because I grew up like that all the time. I'm going to destroy your life. People was telling her, your daughter is chosen. She say, she's not going to be what all of you say when I'm still alive. Wow. I'm going to destroy that.
Wow.
You understand? And my first visions, I was telling to my mom, oh, Mama, you see that person? God showed me like this. Hey, close your mouth. As a kid, you're going to close. Oh, you're talking too much. Oh, this. Oh, Mama, you see this? I dream like that. Let's go tell him. And after the things was happening, what happening? One day, I feel like the voice say, you are the one that I choose. I never choose you, Mama. So when I'm telling you to do something, you got to do it. And I realized that, oh, it's true. Why he's talking to me, not to her? So at the moment that I was not scared a lot for her to beat me, and I started to say, Mama, geez, oh, close your mouth. I said, I'm not going to close. And I was going to the people and tell them. She said, okay, you want to think that you are a healer or saver? I'm going to show you that you are nothing. Trust me. Trust me. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, she did. My mom removed my name in her children's name. Oh, wow. Yeah, she has 6, and she decided to count 5. But I have a message about that to the people. The day that she asked my brother, like, remove Flint's name from my children, I never cry. I never feel mad. I feel like the spirit say, you are lucky. And when I have my spiritual awake, like I started having more knowledge, I say, Mama, thank you. You was thinking that you was fighting me, but you pushed me out of generational curses. I never going to pay for what you did. She said, why? I said, you already deny me from the children.
Right. You removed me from the family.
Exactly.
You've expunged me out.
Thank
so
you.
I'm not responsible for whatever happens. Yeah.
I say we can have all the relationship, and I know I cut it. Mm-hmm. When I started having the revelation when I was writing my book, because I write my book based on the revelation, because God was telling me how to get out of everything that I was going through. Even my dad, he takes me one day and say, you are not my daughter. You got to ask your mom to show you your dad. I said, Daddy, thank you. He's a bad dad. Like, I was supposed to pay for your for your curses. or whatever. And I went out, I say, God, that's true. I prefer to, even for my mom. But I fight my mom a lot because I want her to be good, so my brothers don't have to pay for the thing that they do. And I'm teaching to the people too how to do the back to sender, even to the parent. And I say that they don't know. No one wants you to know that you can wake up and decide to cut the connection between your family and you. You can do everything. Is the power is in the is on the mouth, on the word that you say.
Yeah,
you understand. But I always say you have to be a good person, because it's gonna be hard. When I see myself in the mirror, everything that happened to me, I always thank God, good or bad, because when I see myself, I feel like the bad things happen to me because I have to know how the world work. You understand? If I don't know how the world work, I cannot be a hero. If I wasn't rejected by my mom, my grandma, my families, I wasn't supposed to understand people, to feel your pain, Now, everybody who's going to come to me, oh, my situation is like, oh, yeah, I faced that situation before. My situation, people who knows me used to ask, like, tell me something that you never faced. I say, you don't know my story. The day that I'm going to finish my book, because it's painful for me to write my story all the time, because each part of my life was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I said. You're never going to be perfect at home. But trust me, after writing my book, when my mom opened it to read, I don't know somebody who knows who I am than her. She looked at me, she said, I've been fighting for you. She told me that you was born like that. I've been fighting you since, but never doubt of who you are. Yeah, she told me that one day.
Wow.
For my mom to say that, first, she went through a lot. Because at the moment, I was looking my mom eyes to eyes. You did this to me. When she's going to do something, I'm going to tell her what's going to happen to her badly. And she's going to deal with that. I said, nobody's going to heal you. You just have to come back to me again. I'm going to heal you. At the beginning, she was thinking that I hate. I said, I don't hate you. But I'm not taking what you sent to me.
Right.
You're still alive. Whatever you say, you're going to pay for that. And I transfer everything on her. And that's how. Recently, she came in my house to spend 1 year with me. She was thinking that she's going to die. I said, I'm a spiritual person. You don't know my soul. You don't know my spirit. You just have a baby. Why you fight me? And you choose the wrong one. I really love her, but she's who she is.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Yeah.
And definitely go ahead and pick up her book. It's on Amazon. You will find the link in bio. So and we have a quick listener submission. People, they gave us a couple of things that they wanted us to unpack. Can you unpack it with us?
Oh yeah, sure.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, can you do me a really quick favor? Can you please rate and review this podcast? Hit that 5-star review, because I do read all the reviews because this helps me know how this podcast is helping others and how this podcast is serving you, because my job as a host is to serve you this podcast the way that you would prefer it to be. So we have a couple of quick listener submissions to unpack. And so thank you for submitting. So if you all want me and a guest to unpack things, go to situationspodcast.com/submit and upload your story or screenshots of whatever it is you want me and a guest to unpack. All right, Flynn. So we got a couple submissions here that they want us to be the judge of. Are you ready to do this?
Okay, no problem.
All right. So this first one says, my greatest strength, being the unluckiest person in the world. So is this a green flag or red flag? Somebody tells you, or you see this out there, someone says, I'm really good at being luckily unlucky. It's like,
and I feel like it's right, because like I was saying, we are good and bad. So in us, we have it too. Yeah, somewhere. And I feel like lucky or unlucky is just our path. You understand? When something is for you, you're gonna have it, or it's gonna come to you, but it doesn't really come to you. You have to work hard, And I always mention to the people, you cannot have everything that you want. Keep it in your mind, but you have to fight for what you want until you realize that it's not yours, and just leave it and try another way.
Perfect. I couldn't have said that any better. I love that. You see, this is exactly why I got you on for this episode, because this is like some really good spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
And so this next one, since you had mentioned that you come from like the finance world, someone had submitted a screenshot of their credit score. So if someone that you don't even know just somehow just shows you their credit score, is that a green flag or is that a red flag?
Trust me. Okay. About the credit score, where I came from, we don't have a credit. I came from some place that you work for what you want.
Yeah.
You cannot eat before you make it before you eat. So you cannot eat more than what you want.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
You cannot spend what you don't have.
Exactly.
In Africa, you cannot spend what you don't have. You spend what you have. And when I came here, I followed that. You understand? And even as a business owner, I never had a credit for my business. Maybe one day it depends. So for me, I feel like you have to work for your finance than to work for the credit score. I'm dreaming to leave the legacy to my generation, to my children, not to leave the credit.
Right. You want to leave actual monetary funds, not credit borrowed money funds.
As a financial person, I know that if I push myself far away in the business, I need the credit. But for me, you need to have, like, if you have a 10,000 like investment or whatever, then you can have a credit maybe of 1,000. For me, I never gonna go up of what I have, but if I have it, then I can have borrow the money, because I know how that money can work to pay my credit over there. Exactly. So I don't really gonna deal with somebody who show me the credit score. You gotta show me your bank account.
I like that. Exactly. Right. That's so true, because for those like that are listening to like the audio version, you can have a perfect credit score but have $0 in your account.
But at the same time, as a business person, we can still make it, but you're not sure that the person who has a high credit score know how to make money. He still need education in entrepreneurship and everything. And I know a lot of people who are sad, but they have a good credit, and I know the other people that you're never going to have a real money and be that affected by some things, most of the thing, because I know that most of the rich people also kill yourself.
Oh,
so that's something else. You prefer cash.
Exactly. Cash all day.
Or investment.
Absolutely. Yeah, those were so good.
So I like it.
I agree. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Miroll, for coming on.
I'm happy too. I'm glad. Because
give
me opportunity to express myself. And I know that we still have a long way, because I'm still going to write more book, and probably we're still going to be here to share most of the stuff. But we never know. If anyone has a question, you can reach out. You can let me know, and I can send the answer. You can share that with them here.
Awesome. Yeah. And then for our listeners that are listening in or watching, can you tell us your Instagram or where we can follow you?
Yeah, Miroll. That's, and also, my phone number, because it's the same phone number for the business. If people want a private,
was it kind of like a consultation?
Yeah, people who want to know more, because I'm helping people too to find who they are and to connect yourself to the universe. Like I said, everything on what you say.
Yeah.
And you believe, no, not really. You believe what you're saying, your thinking, your word, and your action.
Sounds good. And what's the phone number for folks that want to tune in?
It's 760-979-6505. We also have a website, Miroll.
All right.
Miroll, and social media, but the phone number right now is better,
Sounds good.
WhatsApp or just call immediately.
All right. Sounds good. Love that. And we'll also have the information to Afro Needs.
Yeah. We do hair.
Yeah.
We do braid and locks. And
exactly. You all do great locks. I can confirm. Wait, I have to do my little... you see, so she does great work. So if you like my hair and you like, you like Miroll's hair, like I'm telling you, she can do it. So if you come in, like ask for Flynn, because like that's also her name, Flynn Miroll.
And also we already start to do the classes.
Yeah,
braiding and locks classes.
All right.
Most people only need like 2 hours, 3 hours to know something about the braid.
Awesome. And Harley would agree. She came in to to say the exact same thing, right, Harley? Yeah. Well, with that, go ahead and email the podcast, situationspod@gmail.com, or like I said, send a submission in situationspodcast.com/submit. And we're happy to hear from you, whether you're on a boat, a plane, a train. Hey, maybe you could be one of, Miroll's clients. You could take Situations Podcast with you wherever you go. We're everywhere. And with that, I will see you all back here for the next episode in a couple of weeks. Woo!